Hello guys, welcome to my channel How to Learn. Today in this video I am going to discuss about topic CRUD operations using Spring Boot, MySQL and Hibernate. Okay, first of all let's create a simple project for Spring Boot and let's select dependencies first. My dependencies are Spring Web, MySQL driver and Spring Data JPA, Spring Dev Tools. Okay, and my Java version is 8. Here the version is 11, so I am changing it to 8. And let's click on generate. Now my project is generated and let's import it. Open projects from the file system, downloads demo4. Let's open it and check this one. Let's click on finish. You can observe now my project is updating. And guys, if you don't know about Hibernate or Spring Boot, what is Spring Boot and what is Lombok and about server port and all, please check in description. You can find links for all these topics. Okay guys, and let's open a demo application or Java file. Once running the application is best. Before that, let's set application.properties. It is for database and let's create a database for us. My database name is Spring Boot CRUD. My database is created. Use Spring Boot CRUD. Now I want to use it. Select it and let's run it. Okay guys, let's see tables in my database. There are no tables in my database. Yep, there are no tables in my database. And Spring Boot CRUD. I want to store my database in this database. Okay guys, and it's my username and password. It is my dialect. Okay, and let's run our application. Let's check whether it is working properly or not. Run as Spring Boot app. Now it's loading. Okay guys, you can observe my application is running successfully and it is running on port 8080. As I don't set any random port or a default port number for it. I mean, like, I don't set any custom port number for it. It is running on default port. Let's create a controller. First of all, I'm creating a package for controllers. Let's click on enter and new, select a class. I want to name it employee controller. Okay, and at the rate rest controller. Guys, if you don't know about these annotations, you can check in description. I made a video for annotations too. Let's create a method here. Guys, I'm creating just this method for testing purpose whether my application is working properly or not. Okay, public string demo return sample data. Okay, and at the rate request mapping values test. Okay, and let's import this. Let's save this one and let's go to our localhost and check whether this is working properly or not. Localhost 8080 test. Sorry, I used it as 880. It's 8080. You can observe I'm getting the data, sample data. Okay, I'm getting the string, and let's create a model class for it. Normally the model class is for here, guys. I said to you before, I am using Hibernate, means I want to generate table using Hibernate also. Okay, I am not creating any table here. Hibernate will automatically creates a table. Now I will show you how I will create a table using Hibernate. Dot model, and I want to copy this class here. Click on OK, and it is an entity class at the rate entity. Let's import it. Guys, please careful while importing this package. This may lead to very big errors while you are compiling the code. Okay, and I want to declare some variables. Provide int id and provide string name, employee name, and private string employee city. Let's generate getter setters for it. Okay, guys. The consoles. First of all, let's generate constructor using fields. Okay, source constructor. I am generating a normal constructor default. Okay, and let's click on source and let's get getters and setters. Click on select all and click on generate. Now I am generating a toString method here. Let's click on generate. Let's save this. I said to you before that I am using Hibernate to generate tables in my video. You can observe. Let's rerun the application again. You can observe. Sorry guys, wait. I have forgot to give you a primary key for it. Yep. And let's rerun it again. Here I am saying that ID is my primary key. Okay. Let's check whether my table is created or not. Yep. Show tables. You can observe my table employee is created. Okay, guys. Okay, now my table is generated. Just my work is to insert to perform CRUD operations. Okay, and now let's create a service class. First of all, let's create a package for it, which is .service, and let's create an repository package. Here let's create an interface, repository interface, employee repo. My service name is employee service. Normally you guys know the flow. Data comes from view. It goes to respect to controller. From controller it goes to service, and from service to it goes to repository interface. From repository interface it sends the data to our tables. Okay, and first of all let's perform let's extend our table to I mean our interface to JPA repository. Okay, I am using here JPA repository to handle our database operations, and here I want to give my model class name, which is employee. Wait guys, it's been stuck. Yep, now it's working. And comma, now I want to give my primary key data type here. Yep, let's import this employee. So I'm getting the error. Which, yep, now it will work. Let's save it once, and first of all let's save our data. Our first operation is to save. Okay, let's perform save data, and let's import this post mapping. Save, update. I am using this method for both saving and updating. Okay guys, I am naming it as just save. Okay, but I am using it for both save and update. Let's create a method here for saving the data in service. Okay, and auto void. How I can insert the data? I said the flow from controller to service and service to interface, I mean repository interface. Let's create here a reference variable for employee service. I'm naming it as EMP. Let's import this employee service class. Okay, let's save it once. When we are getting the data from view, my data type is employee. Okay, I want to show it here. Employee. EMP dots. I don't have any method in service, so I want to create a method in service for saving our data. Okay, public int save data, and for save, how I can save my data by using employee repository. Okay, now I want to create a reference variable for my employee repository. Its name is repo, and let's import this repo class, and let's auto void. Import this auto void. Okay, how you can get the data here? We'll get the data from our controller. Okay, and let's import this employee. Let's save our data in the repo. Repo dot, you can observe here we have many methods, but I want to save my data, so I created on save. So I clicked on save, and now my data is saving. And now I want to return my ID. Okay, in my employee ID, let's click on employee dot get ID. Let's save it once, and let's change its return type to int. Employee dot which method we have? Save data. Employee. Okay. You can set it as return type also. There is no problem each. And let's save it once. First of all, let's save our employee service. Here I'm getting an error. Let's look into it. What is it? Sorry, here it's E. By mistake I written as EMP. Okay, let's check whether our save data is working or not. How we can check it? By using Postman. Let's say copy this, localhost, save update in my post, ID. My ID value is 1. And employee name, I want to give it as Anil. Next step, employee city, Hyderabad. Let's click on send. And I'm getting some problem here that I can't send my request. Let's rerun our application once, and let's send our data using Postman. Okay guys, now my application is started again, and let's check using Postman. Guys, I'm getting some problem here. Let's check what is it. Consider type, defining a bnap type, com.example.demo.service.employee service in your configuration. Okay, sorry guys, here I have to mention it as a service, means there is an annotation for it. Actually, I have to mention that it is a service. I want to say to my mission that it is a service class I'm using. Okay, let's rerun our application again. And let's check using Postman whether our data is saving or not. You can observe here, I'm getting my ID as written, that means my data is saved. But I want to show you using MySQL. Select asterisk from employee. Okay, let's run our application. You can observe my data is inserted here. And now I will show you, I want to update my data. I will show you how I will do it. Okay, like I will name it as such a. Let's click on send, and let's check our database once. You can observe my data is updated to Sacha. Previously it is Anil. Now my employee name is updated to Sacha. Okay guys, I think you guys got it now. And my save is completed, save operation is completed, which is create and update is completed, and my balance operational get and delete. Okay, let's perform get operation now. And which is get mapping. Get mapping, I want to give my value as get data. Okay, public, my return type is list of employee, and get my method name is get. I want to import it, get mapping, and let's import our list also, which is util. Guys, please be careful while you are importing this package. Importing a wrong package may lead to many errors. Okay, and how I can get my data by using service. But in service I don't have any methods to get data, so I want to create a method here for fetching data from database. Public list employee, it is my return type, and my method name is get data. Return, first of all I want to create a list for returning to controller. Let's create a list here. List employee equal to new array list of employee and let's get our data from database to our list. Okay, how we can get our data by using repository. I already created a reference variable for it as repo.findAll stream dot collectors.toList. Guys, if you don't know about Java Edge, you can find in description. I have made some bunch of videos about Java Edge. And okay, let's return list here. Let's save our application and let's run it again. And let's see whether we are getting data from database or not. Before that, let's check whether our database have data. As I am refresh, I think so my data will be vanished. Yes, my data is vanished. Now let's insert my data into it. Okay, let's check whether it is inserted or not. Now to check whether I am getting my data or not, let's go to Postman, click on get method and get data. Let's click on send. Yep, guys, you can observe my data is getting here. And now I have performed create operation, update operation and reading operation. Now my pending operation is delete. Okay, let's perform delete operation 2. Delete mapping. Delete. Public string. I want my return type as string. Delete. For deleting operation, I don't have any method in service. So I want to create a method here. Public string delete data. Repo.delete all. I want to delete all my data here and I want to return a message that deleted all data successfully. Okay, let's save it and let's use this method here. Here it is return emp dot delete data. Okay, let's check whether our delete operation is working or not. Okay, first of all, let's go to SQL Workbench. You can observe here I have a data here, but now I want to perform delete data operation. Delete. Let's click on send. I got a message deleted all data successfully, but I want to confirm it using MySQL. Okay, you can observe I don't have any data here. Guys, I have performed CRUD operations using Spring Boot and Hibernate and MySQL successfully. If you have any doubts, please comment it in comment section. And if you guys want any more videos on Spring Boot or Hibernate, HackerRank or Java, please comment it in comment section.